Hey everybody, welcome back to How Do I Know You Finance with your hosts Mark and Dwayne.
What up?
Last time we talked about how to save your money in easy ways, no thinking ways, all that good stuff. Today we're going to tell you where to put that saved money. And because I don't know shit about this, and Dwayne's really the expert, I'm going to fucking go, and Dwayne can talk to you.
Yeah, so this will be the first time you'll trust a black man with your money. All right, guys. So for a lot of people out there, I don't know if you guys know this, but obviously with your regular checking and savings account, right? After you make money, you usually put it in your savings. But the average savings account earns you about 0.06% interest, which that's the whole biggest thing about saving money. Once you save it, you want to put it somewhere that it grows interest, and over time, you get more and more money for basically doing nothing. We're all about making money doing as very little as possible, right? And I'm going to give you some great options on savings accounts that help you build your money and hopefully do a little bit more. Let's go. All right, guys. So these savings accounts are in no particular order. So I want to make it very clear that these are all personal choices. However, they're very highly ranked in the world. So after you do your own research on that, you can choose the one that's best suits you. So the first one I'm going to go over is Ally Bank. I personally do have an Ally savings account. Ally, in my opinion, is the best online savings account or just online bank out there, because one big pro that they have is they have 24/7 customer support. So you can reach them anytime, any day, no issues. And that's a big thing for me. And I feel like for you guys too, when you actually care about your money, if something goes wrong, you want to know that you can speak to someone and they can hopefully assist you with helping you with your money, right? So that's a big pro for me. Another one is obviously when it comes to savings accounts, we care about the interest, right? The interest rates are key in all these things. So Ally has currently, I believe, has a 1.7% interest rate when it comes to their savings account, which is very competitive compared to other savings accounts out there that have a lot, not too much higher interest, but there are some that have higher interest rates. We'll get to those a little bit later, but Ally is still right there at 1.7. The one thing that is a con, I signed up with Ally, back in, we're in October. I signed up with Ally back in, I believe, May. And at May, it was about at 2.32% when I signed up. So it's been steadily going down. So that would be a con. They do lower their interest rates, and it seems they've lowered it over a couple times over the last 3 months. So now we're at 1.7. However, I do have a significant amount of money in there. So I personally like the customer service, and I like the options that Ally gives you. So I'm not going to move any of my money yet. But I will say that it's something to keep a watch out for. Another great pro is they do offer a debit card. A lot of these online savings accounts or just savings accounts in general that aren't like in your area, that don't have a branch that you're near, they won't give you a debit card, or they won't give you a way to access your funds if you need it. Ally does give you the option for a debit card, and you can go to over 43,000 ATMs that Ally do partner with. So anytime that you do need your money, you have no issues trying to reach your money. So that's a big pro for me, because obviously when you need your money, got to get it, right? The last great pro for this one, and a lot of these have it, but I just want to highlight it for all you guys out there. There is no monthly maintenance fee or minimum deposit. So you can start with literally $0 in this account. You don't pay a fee to keep it open. There's no like, oh, you need to have this many deposits or anything like that. You can literally just transfer your money into the savings account, leave it, watch it grow, make deposits, hopefully, every couple of months, every couple of weeks. Or actually, no, screw it, every couple of months, whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with. But there's no minimums to keep that account open or to open that account. That is a great thing. So Ally would be my personal favorite. Number 2 on the list for me, currently, I've been doing a lot of research on this bank. I have not yet chosen to open an account with them yet, but it is piquing my interest, would be Barclays online savings account. So Barclays currently has a 1.9% interest rate, which is one of the higher ones out there right now. So like I said, the biggest thing when it comes to savings accounts is interest rates. So we're at 1.9 with Barclays. One thing that I have noticed that is pretty cool is they have a $5 NSF fee. A lot of us who are trying to save money, or obviously if you've dealt with any checking or savings accounts at any point in time, Most NSF fees are around $30 to $35. Barclays is a whopping $5, which is that's incredible. That would definitely be something to look into if you are, I wouldn't say irresponsible, but you have some money issues, or you think that you're gonna, at points you might run into issues with your money. Paying a $5 NSF fee compared to $35, that stuff adds up. So something to definitely look at. One con with Barclays currently is that there are no ATMs or branches for U.S. customers. Everyone who's watching this video, if you're in the U.S., that might be a red flag. There is no branches, no ATM, so no way to access your money quickly. Another thing that might be a con for some people, because some people like to keep their savings and checkings with the same bank or company. There's no checking account for Barclays. It's only a savings account. So you can only open a savings account. You cannot open a checking account. At that point, obviously, you'd have to partner with or use your external checking account, which is whatever one that you get your direct deposit through. That'd be your main one. But if you wanted to actually have them both in the same or with the same bank or company, not happening with Barclays. So that makes it a step below for Ally for me, because Ally, you can have a checking account as well. So for that one, that's my number 2 would be Barclays. Number 3 on the list for me would be Marcus by Goldman Sachs. It does have the same interest rate currently as Barclays. It is at a 1.9% interest rate, which is great. However, there is a big issue with this one that is kind of turning me off from it. The easiest way to move your money within Marcus is with an external account. So you basically need a second checking savings account to move money into that account, which for some people might be a turnoff because you can't easily deposit money. You can't have, your job just, set up your direct deposit to take a little money out of your checking account and put it to your savings. You can't do things like that. You have to basically use a second account with Marcus. It's a little complicated, I would say that. So something that's a huge red flag for me. However, they do have no minimum fees, no fee to open the account, 1.9% interest rate, and it's Goldman Sachs. I mean, that's all Wall Street, big business talk. So if you guys like to have your money with those type of people and actually trust them, you can go with them. That's it's not a bad thing, I would say, the external account thing. However, for most the general public out there, you're not going to want to be constantly transferring money back and forth between apps or between your bank through websites and things like that. So it's a red flag for me. However, if you're okay with it, by all means, go with Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Last but not least for me would be Wealthfront. Wealthfront has a cash account that has a 2.07% interest rate, which would be the highest out of all the ones that I've named so far. So Wealthfront's kind of like a Betterment or an Acorns, but you don't have to actually have your money in the volatile stock market. You don't. So basically, you can have your money deposited over into the savings account or, transferred from whatever account that you would like, and it will sit there and it will always gain that 2.07% interest or whatever interest rate it ends up, throughout the years, because they do go up and go down, right, guys? One big pro for me is that there is an unlimited ACH transfer option. So basically, when you transfer from external accounts or just deposit in general, it's unlimited, and there's no fees attached to that. So you can transfer as many times as you want throughout the month. I know most banks usually do about 6 per month before you get like a fee. With Wealthfront, there is none. There's no fees. You can do that as many times as you like. Another big positive for me is that its app is very, very highly rated. It's very self-explanatory. It's very easy to actually move around and navigate, something that you shouldn't get too stuck on or complicated with. It all kind of lays it out there for you. However, a big con with Wealthfront, it doesn't have the debit card option, which for me, that is one of the biggest things that I cherish about Ally. Ally has a debit card option, so you can, you have the ability to access your money when you need it. With Wealthfront, you don't. Wealthfront, you would have to transfer your money to a second account, whichever, checking or savings account that you have, Chase, Wells Fargo, wherever you have your money, you'd have to transfer it over to there to actually get your money. And of course, that takes a couple of days. I believe it's 3 to 4 days. So if you're a person that would need your money instantly, you would have to actually plan that out in advance instead of actually being like, oh, it's on my debit card, let's just go use it and go on from there. So that's a big con for me. However, the 2.0%, 2.07% interest rate is very attractive. I personally do have a Wealthfront cash account. I love it so far. I have no real big complaints. All right, I would say a little pro tip when it comes to using the cash account for Wealthfront or just using savings accounts in general, right? So on average, or generally speaking, when it comes to savings accounts, you should have two. One should be your emergency fund account, which is basically that money is money that you would touch in case of emergency, right? So if car breaks down, hopefully none of you guys do, you lose your job, something happens, anything like that, you need a new fridge, you'd go to that savings account. So when it comes to Wealthfront, because the interest rate is so high, I would generally say that you should have a second savings account where you just put money aside and you don't touch it, and you let the actual interest build up, you let your money work for itself, so to speak, right? So with Wealthfront, I would definitely lean on just having a general savings account that you don't plan on touching for, I would say, at all, until obviously you would need it, and that would be for, I would say, down payments on cars, moving expenses, down payments on houses. Just let the money continuously build up and let it work for you. You can use Wealthfront's cash account for your general savings account, but then you can also open up an account with Ally, take that 1.7% interest rate, and just have your emergency fund be there. So also the money that you save in your emergency fund will also build some interest, and you'll get a little more back, a little more bang for your buck. It's all up to you. This is just advice from me. However, do your own research, figure out what works for you, and then go from there. Our job is just to basically give you guys the thought, and then you guys go out and actually react and do it.
So those were 4 great places to put your money after you save them. They all have high interest rates that make your money work for you, which is what you want. Make your money work for you. That's what you have it there for. And personally, me, I'm learning everything just at the same time as you, because I didn't know any of this. So I'm probably gonna go open an Ally account. I'm probably gonna open a Wealthfront account, and I'm gonna learn even more because I'm gonna edit this myself and probably learn all those little details and just do all that shit. It's a smart thing to do.
And then I would say the last thing for a lot of people out there who care about their money, which hopefully everyone who's watching does, all those banks are FDIC insured, I believe, up to $250,000. So if anything were to happen to your money, the company goes under, freaking, I don't know, whatever happens or whatever, your money is covered up to $250,000. So that is also great because a lot of these places, like I said, don't have an actual branch. They are online savings accounts, or their branches isn't even in the U.S. in the case of Barclays. However, it is insured. Your money is safe. So that would definitely not let that deter you. Please go research these accounts, research these banks, and also, of course, go out there, do your own research, and find your own way. We're just trying to tell you guys little things and little tips that will definitely help you build wealth.
Yeah, these are all starting points.
All starting points.
Yeah. And thanks for listening, guys. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It helps out a lot. We want to bring more videos like this to you. As we're learning, we're gonna help you learn, and hopefully we all just get fucking paid.
We'll all make money and then go and then sign up to Wealthfront, Ally, just put money in them, because that's the whole point of this, right? No, but definitely please continue to do all that. Also, comment below any other things that you guys want to know about credit, anything. We can go over all of it. And like I said in the last previous video, if we don't know it, we can definitely probably find someone that does, and we can have them sit here and talk to you about it. But we're all about just teaching the world how to be better with their money, and hopefully, as Mark said, we'll learn even more along the way. So thanks for listening, watching, all that cool stuff. Please subscribe, share this with your friends, your pals, your moms, your dads, brothers, sisters, who cares? And we will continue to bring this type of content to you guys, so hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Let's go.